How I get people to pay me $7,500 per month with my SMMA. So in this video, I'll explain step by step how I'm able to close $20,000 plus deals with absolute ease. Now, this isn't your typical results. Like you see some agencies, they charge me 2K, maybe 2.5K a month for 3 months. So it's like a 7.5K a deal, $7,500. That's their total deal. That is my monthly retainer. All right. So this isn't typical. Some clients even pay $9,000 per month. Now times that by 3 months. That is a close to $30,000 deal. Okay. So it's $27,000 to be specific. Now imagine you sign 3 of those clients. That's $90,000. All right. Around about just under that. Just from one client. Now some people, they get like 6K clients. Now imagine you've acquired the skill set to be able to close 30K deals with ease every single month. Maybe even 2 clients. That's $60,000, all right, in deals. So the first thing I would like to, mention is don't work with brokies, okay? It's like I've learned this lesson over and over. Like I will go over in this, Google document why you shouldn't do that and why it's much better to work with rich people, okay? And even Alex Hormozi says, if you solve rich people problems, you've probably heard this, right? You get to charge rich people prices, Just work with rich people. Trust me, it's much easier. And here's the reason why. It's the exact same amount of work without the headache. You don't have to spend hours convincing someone to buy. They see the value in what you're providing, usually in a logical manner because, they are not emotional buyers. So they don't buy off impulse. Some do obviously, but you've showcased the value logically. They see the value and they act with speed because speed is king. Speed is very important. And these rich people, they realize that. All right. So it's easier fulfillment. They have the resources to invest in marketing. They don't have unreal, expectations and get rich quick mindset. Some people that pay you money and they're like, okay, where's the results? They realize that results take time. Okay. And it's not just me saying that to prolong the results. I say that to them all the time. I'm not just saying that to prolong the results. Smart people and rich people who've gone through the process of acquiring money know it takes time. Okay. That's why speed is king. If you can act fast, you can get results quicker. All right. So it's like, here's an example. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. So the $500 client is like, so can you just explain exactly what I'll be, receiving from the service? I just want to make sure I'm investing my money the right way. Like, fair enough. Like $500 is probably like half of their like salary. So it's fair for them to ask these questions, but like, it's just a headache at some point. Like just for $500, obviously it's good money in relative terms, in some people in Africa, but like, come on, if you're trying to run an agency, that's not the type of people you want to work with, right? So can you give me a detailed breakdown of the results and expectations? Can you send over a proposal? Like all this stuff. You're not answering my messages, and the $10,000 client or the $30,000 client, it's like, just pay the invoice, do your thing. That's the type of clients you want, okay? Because these brokey clients, like they're just a headache at the end of the day, and they're not paying enough money for the disruption in your mind. Like I would just give them the money back because they're just costing me peace of mind. Like my peace of mind is more valuable than the money they're paying me. So it's just not worth it to sign those clients. All right. So solve rich people problems. Don't work with brokies. Okay. So how do you actually go about attracting these high value clients? All right. Because obviously, in business term, higher value is just people making more money. Okay, that's just, you don't have to get all cringe about it. Like there's just people making more money than like the average entrepreneur. All right. So let's start at the bottom. So you have window shoppers, like B2C customers. So civilians completely new to the industry, looking to make some money online. They're usually like the get rich quick people, watching like Iman Gadji videos, trying to, make money online, like just trying to make their first $1,000 online. Like obviously that's a very, very big pool of people. That's why it's at the bottom. Like 90% of the marketplace consists of the window shoppers, like the B2C customers. All right. So it's a very big marketplace, but you can't charge high ticket. If you're charging high ticket, it's very difficult to persuade them to actually buy, even though it's in their best interest. All right. So like Sam Ovens calls them civilians, all right? They're new to the industry, just looking to make some money online, side hustle type of people, all right? Then you have the business owners. So everyone starts at the window shopping stage, right? I was there, like, I'm probably at like in the middle right here, coach and consultant, business owners, like I'm in the middle here, all right? So beginners, obviously I was a beginner. I bought Iman Gadget's course, went through the videos, like the self-improvement videos, the top 1%, like all that. But it's beginners who bought from the coaches and consultants, these people, or infopreneurs, all right, like Iman Gadget's course, and on how to start their own business. They went through the courses, they went through the videos, and they actually started their own business. That's business owners, okay? Still at the bottom, still a lot of people, but it's just an echelon higher or a step above the window shoppers, all right? Then these business owners turn into coaches and consultants because they have achieved some success, like me probably. The success is relative. $30,000 a month, that's decent, right? That's all right. So I can obviously coach other people on how to do that. Like a lot of people look down on it, but like I've literally done it, so I can teach you how to do it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Like, you're just learning from people a step above you, okay? That's basically what mentorship is and investing in yourself is. You're learning from people smarter than you or who's just further along the journey, all right? So it's ex-business owners, all right? Teaching beginners or beginner business owners like these people, usually not window shoppers, how to achieve success in the industry, all right? So that's coaches and consultants. I'm slowly getting into that, just teaching other people how to achieve success in their business. All right. So infopreneurs, that's when you go full info. It's just like you are so knowledgeable in your field that you can teach all these other people. All right. You can teach everyone below you. So coaches and consultants, previous or ex coaches and consultants who achieved success in the industry and transitioned into a more scalable model. So info is very scalable. You can sign 100 clients with ease because it's just the info. Like you already replicated yourself through your courses. Like it's not your one-on-one attention that is required. Like with the coaches and consultants, like you have to do one-on-one, maybe group coaching, business owners, they have to teach the window shoppers, all right? Or they don't teach that yet. Business owners are just ex-window shoppers who went through the infopreneurs actual course, all right? And then they obviously built their own business. So then you have the top 1%, all right? Entrepreneurs at the top of their league, right? Iman Gadget is an example of that. I would say Charlie Morgan is also an example of that. Maybe Jordan Platten, like these big guys who like selling to everyone. It's just the top of the league, all right? So I would say Iman Gadget is like the top 1% of the window shoppers and the business owners, all right? And then they buy his product and obviously to advance in their career, all right? So very important, get super clear on who you are targeting. So I am targeting coaches and consultants, infopreneurs, all right? Those are the type of people I am targeting. Top 1%, like probably, like I would say Mike Tyson is probably in the top 1%. So maybe like I'm targeting these people. Obviously, they make more money than the business owners and the window shoppers, all right? So that goes back to my original point. Don't work with brokies. Not yet. Okay, like Iman Gadget's been in the game for a while, so he can work with these big people because his offer is lower ticket because he has a large audience. He has like 5 million subscribers. So obviously he can target people with less money. So it's lower ticket, but the pool of people are bigger. Okay. So like I work with on average, 5 to 10 clients a month. Okay. So, my ticket is obviously higher. All right. Because I don't have a big audience yet. And obviously my marketing is not that, I don't have too much marketing at the moment. All right. So, over the stages, you just increase, the type of, or decrease the ticket price, but increase the pool size. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. Understand the pains and desires to dial in your messaging. Okay. Very important. In your messaging, make sure to highlight the pains and desires so it actually speaks to them. All right. Charge high ticket prices. That will automatically just remove all the people who can't afford it. So if you charge high ticket, you'll only attract people who can afford high ticket. Okay. Obviously not going to sign everyone, right? You're not going to sign every single business owner that sees your message, but you'll weave out all the people who can't afford it, like the business owners and the window shoppers. All right. So understanding value to convert. All right. Most people want the same thing in their business. They want more revenue for their business. Like it all comes down to that. Even if you're getting them views, if you're getting them leads, if you're getting them appointments, if you're getting them anything, right? they just want more revenue at the end of the day. So if you can get close, if you can position your offer where what you are generating for them will get them more revenue down the line, then you can charge a lot of high ticket, okay? You can charge a lot of money. So rich people value their time more than money because time is finite, money is basically infinite, okay? Because you can print as much as you want. So if you can provide the same solution in the marketplace in half the time, because time is more valuable, you can literally charge 10x the prices, all right? Because no one can do it in half the time. So you can charge, you can't just talk, you don't have to just charge twice as much. You can literally charge 10 times as much because time is that important. If you can help someone make more money, you can charge way more, all right? So this is the charging, this is the ticket price you can charge. So obviously that's a smaller emoji, bigger emoji, big money, small money. Most people don't want views, they want leads, okay? So views is obviously good, but if they can turn those into leads, you can charge more money, okay? So, if you can get someone more revenue or more customers, you can charge the most of money because that's closest to revenue and sales, okay? Views, obviously down the line, it generates revenue for their business, okay, when they convert into customers. But if you can actually give them customers, if you can get them sales, you can charge the most money, all right? So most people don't want views, they want leads. They don't want leads, they want appointments because they don't want to go out and actually schedule their appointments. People don't want appointments, they want customers. So you actually have to sell them as well. People don't just want customers, they want sales. So maybe increasing the lifetime value of the clients. If you can do that, you can charge a lot of money because you're literally making them more money directly. All of these make money indirectly, but the closer you are to the source, actual sales, the more money you can charge. All right. So here's the 5-figure sales playbook. And that's 5 figures per client, multiple 5 figures per client. And 5 figures is $10,000 a month or $10,000 in total. Right. So this is basically the framework. This is everything you need to know. How I've been able to close like a lot of clients, okay? Multiple 5-figure clients. So build micro reports. At the start, I open the Zoom call. I'm just like, yo, how's it going? How's your week been? Where are you calling from? What time is it there? Just micro report. Like, you don't want to just hop in and get started. Like, you want to come off as just a normal person, okay? At the end of the day, it's not that difficult. Just hop on the Zoom call, normal guy, chill guy. Everything will be fine, okay? And then you set the agenda, okay? You're like, okay, so usually, I will conduct these calls. I would just like to start off by asking you a few questions, just how you run your business, your content. And obviously this applies to your type of client. Like I work with, like high-level YouTubers, infopreneurs, that type of people. So I set the agenda. I'm like, usually I conduct these calls. So I would like to start off by asking you a few questions about your business, YouTube channel, also the application you sent through. They send over a Calendly application. And then if it sounds like, for a good fit, I'll explain a bit more about the offer and obviously how that works. And then at the end, you can just decide if you want to be, a part of it or not. That's basically how I set the agenda. All right. And then I establish primary motive. I'm like, okay, so John, can you tell me, in general, what motivated you to schedule the call today? And then you get their primary motive. And like, why are you here? Like most people just schedule a call and then they're like, okay, I just want some more information. Okay. And I'm like, okay. So obviously you're a very busy business owner. You probably open a lot of calls, just to find out information. You're probably not wasting it. Oh, my phone's battery is low. You're probably not wasting your time on these calls. You are probably facing some form of a problem in your business. Like what part of your business would you say is not at the scale that you want it to be? And then they're like, oh, okay, I'm not generating enough views. There, you got to establish primary motive. Very important that you get that from the start. You want to know what problem you're solving. You highlight the current situation. Then you're like, okay, so, what's your business currently doing? Like the revenue, where you're currently at, how you're getting customers, what's your acquisition channel, all that kind of stuff. You establish and highlight the current situation. Very important because you want to build the contrast from where they are now to where they want to get to. And that gap causes pain. All right. So define their desires and future pace it. So then you're like, okay, John, so what's like a good, 12-month goal for this business? And then they're like, oh, I want to make $100,000 a month. Currently making 20. That's obviously a contrast. I'm making 20K a month. I want to get to 100K a month. That gap causes pain. Like let's say take the gym, for example. You're currently fat or skinny or overweight and you want to get jacked and shredded. That's a gap, and that gap causes pain, and that pain causes motivation, and that motivation allows you to act. That's how it works. the prospect admits defeat. Okay, and then they're like, okay, so John, what would you say is like the main bottleneck in the business that's currently stopping you from doing this on your own? And then they're like, oh, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the time, I don't know how. And then you established that they need you. Then they need your expertise because you are the professional on the sales call. All right. Establish conviction and deep emotion. Okay, this is very important to actually highlight. Prospect missed with feed, that's kind of fine, like the goals, and also, you have to realize just when you're up on the call, I can instantly tell whether this client has done a lot of sales calls or not. When it's a more beginner client or more beginner, prospect, I can do the, establish deep conviction and emotion because they act on emotions. But if it's a more, a client making like 6 figures a month, which is $100,000 per month, like I'm not going to, be on that call and like, okay, so what problems are you facing? Or do you want to help your family out? I'm not going to ask that type of questions. They're instantly just going to leave the call. Okay. So you need to realize from the start, that's one thing I forgot to mention, what type of client you are working with. If it's a client making a lot of money, you're not going to ask these emotional questions, okay? Because they know exactly what you are doing. Like if it's a beginner client or beginner prospect, you can ask these emotional questions. All right. Very, very important because you want to instantly tell, and obviously I've done this through experience. I know exactly what type of client, when they open the call, I know exactly what type of questions I need to ask, because I've done it, a few hundred times. So confidence and permission to explain. So, and then you're like, okay, John, I'm really excited. Like, I'm super confident we can make this happen. Is it cool if I quickly share my screen and how it works? And they're like, sure. And then I usually go over my testimonials. I show my website. I show the people I've worked with, social proof, authority, all that, cognitive biases. I go through that. Obviously, I'm not explaining what I'm doing, but in their subconscious, they see me as an expert in the field, which is important. Okay. Otherwise, why would they buy from you? And then you explain logically. If it's a business owner making a lot of money, you explain logically why. I'm reading here, but you explain logically why your service will actually bring them more revenue. Okay. And expertise and logical explanation, that's just what I explained. Q&A, they just ask a few questions. Ninja objection handling, usually when you've done everything right, there's no objections and you close on the call. And also another thing with these high level clients making a lot of money, usually it's not a one call close. All right. A lot of people just want to one call close, like boom, boom, just do it. With inexperienced prospects, you can do a one call close because they're just acting out of emotion, usually. All right. But with people making a lot of money per month, like $100,000 per month, usually it's not a one call close. They will come onto the conclusion themselves and I close them on like a WhatsApp call. Okay. So that's usually how I go about it because that's just my personal experience so far. So avoiding pitfalls, here's exactly what I just mentioned. Be careful of bringing up their emotions when highlighting their current situation. All right, which I just explained right here. People making 7 figures per year, like $100,000 per month, won't fall for these tactics. Bringing up emotions and being like, oh, how does it feel not being able to reach your goals? Like they're just gonna leave the call. Trust me. Successful people buy mostly out of logic, although there's some emotion tied to that as well. While some will still convert when you use emotional triggers. Okay, when you build micro rapport, you can still instantly see what type of buyer they are, experienced or rookie. That's exactly what I explained, right? When you open the call, this just comes from experience. You'll know exactly what type of buyer you are working with, all right? Never rely on one call closes. Although it's still possible, it's 100% possible, don't make it your primary form of attack, okay? Very important. You just have to realize at the start, and I can't explain this, like some people you can just feel on the call when they jump on, they are inexperienced and you're going to rely on a one call close, okay? And then you're a bit more pushy. But some people who are, making a lot of money, they just want to see if this logically makes sense. You explain it in a logical manner, boom, boom, step by step. This is how I make more money. This is how we will increase your brand awareness. This is how it works. And then logically them come on their own conclusion, okay? Very important. So if you want, help with signing high ticket clients, obviously I've done this myself, signing literally 30K clients, just under 27K to be more specific. I know a lot of people, when they saw my previous video, it went semi-viral in my YouTube. It got like 2,300 views from $0 to Greece Villa in 9 months, that video. Obviously it's a bit of a controversial one. And people are like, oh, just like, this story is false, like, stop lying. Like, you don't know my story. Like, what do you mean? So anyway, all that to say, obviously I've done this myself. I can show, like, obviously the Stripe screenshots and all that, but obviously, I'm not going to, I'll be out here showing like my Stripe like stuff. I'm not out to do that, but I know a lot of people actually lie in their videos, but just that's obviously your opinion. Like, obviously you don't know my story and everything I've done, so like that doesn't bother me in the slightest because I know I'm telling the truth. All right. So if you want help, if this sounds of interest to you and you want help with scaling your, high ticket business and sign like 20K deals, or you just want some help with whatever you're going through at the moment, you can just DM me Mentor on IG. I recently opened up some mentorship just to help other people literally do the same and help you, with your business. So, or you can just schedule a free demo call down below. Anyone helps, but if you're just stuck with your sales, stuck with making like 5 to 10K a month, and you want to scale to 20, 30K a month, I can obviously help you with that. If not, that's also totally fine. I mean, this one girl DM me as well. She's like, your agency is probably not doing well because you're offering mentorship. I'm like, what on earth do you mean? Like, I'm doing very well with my agency. Like, I don't need these clients. It's just I want to help other people because I know how it feels to be stuck and not being able to realize your dreams and, travel the world and make more money that you know what to do with, buy anything at the grocery store, literally do whatever you want. Like, I know how it feels to be broke, and I also experience the opposite, to be able to afford anything. Like, I know the freedom that provides, and I just want to literally help other people. And the reason I charge money for this is because when you pay attention. It's in your best interest to pay me money so that I can help you and mentor you, all right? Because then you'll pay attention. Like, this free value, it's a lot of value, but like the reason you won't implement it or the reason you won't take action on it is because it's free. You haven't invested in it. But if you invest money, like I have personal experience on that, I invested 10K when I literally had 3K in my bank. I went into credit. I went into debt to actually purchase a program, and I made 20K literally in 7 weeks because I was so invested in it. That's the reason why I charge money for my mentorship, and I won't do it for free because people will literally not, they won't take action on it, all right? So if you acquire this one skill in your business, high ticket sales, it's like 80% of billionaires or 70%, don't quote me on it, started in one-on-one sales of billionaires. So if you want to acquire that skill set, sign 20 to 30K deals, you will never be broke another single day in your life, right? So here's are some brands I closed, just some more social proof because I know how important that is. Mike Tyson, Dre Drexler got over 1 million subscribers. Mark Moss, Lark Davis, Peter Voigt, big guys. And these are just obviously the big people I've worked with. I worked with a bunch of other people as well. But anyway, if you want some help with that, you can just DM me Mentor on IG, or you can schedule a free demo call down below and I'll assess your situation and see if I can help you. But that's basically my video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And this is how I get people to pay me $7,500 a month, even $9,000 a month per month with my SMMA. So if you find that of interest, you can like the video. If not, I don't mind. I'm just here to help people. But anyway, hope you enjoy your day. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and I see you next week. Cheers.